I have the time, you have the time. Since we all have time, this is the topic that's been on my mind. It was already on the schedule for May. Perfect time to do it, middle of the week. It is hump day when you're seeing this. And yeah, how relatable are most sneaker YouTubers on a scale of strongly agree to strongly disagree? We're definitely going to go there, but in a very tasteful way. And then I need you to stay tuned to the very end because I will show you the fact that I broke my own sneaker rule that I have. But you know what? I don't even feel bad about it because it's probably something most of you can't necessarily do, and it came out pretty nice.
I surround my soul with the positivity. That's why I don't worry about the things that I don't see. Yeah. These days I don't worry about much. I think we should have some more fun. I still dream about the days when we were young.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl TJ back with another video. Talks with TJ, aka TJ Two Shoes Change. What is going on? Now, for anybody that's going to ask, because I know you guys always love either the sweatshirts or the t-shirts I'm wearing. Yes, this is a Nike sweatshirt. It is of the women's Cortez right here. So pretty much every shoe has its time. I don't think this is currently still available. Actually, I know it's not still available. I bought this a few summers ago on Nike's website. So I would say always go there and browse for amazing graphic shirts that you may not find at Foot Locker or Champs, okay? So Nike.com or just the Nike app, always keeping me fitted. Today's video, so it's going to go on a scale, guys, okay? And I came up with this. Again, it's subjective, just based on some thoughts that I have. We will go over each of them, but more importantly, I need you to sound off in the comment section your thoughts about this. And if you would switch, like, I want you to add your 5 different items on the scale in relation to the different categories kind of that I guess we could designate. And then yes, at the very end, please stay tuned because we'll go over something I picked up. Now, I broke my own sneaker rule that I don't like doing, but I couldn't pass this up. So yes, I broke my own rule, but let's just go ahead. We are going to get started right here, right now, as always. So Two Shoes Crew, again, thank you for joining. If you're brand new, go ahead, hit the subscribe button to be part of the Two Shoes Crew. I try to get back to all of you in the comment section, whether it's on community posts or on my actual videos. So let's dive right in. Number 1, are you ready? I'm ready. Okay, so number 1, strongly disagree. I'm gonna say strongly disagree. To be seated shoes. That is not in the least bit normal for 99.99999% of people that are simply into sneakers, that like sneakers, that rock sneakers, or even that are on this platform. Like, that's just the reality, okay? Just because you join sneaker YouTube doesn't mean you will be seated shoes. That 99.9% not happening to you. So I think it's very strongly disagree. That's not relatable for a lot of people, okay? I don't care, even as a creator sitting here, there are bigger creators that have worked, that have hustled, they have grinded their way near the top where they have those relationships with brands, which is amazing. And I'm not standing here to be high and mighty or self-righteous to say I've never been seated a pair of shoes, because I have. I've received gifts from Nike and I'm very, very grateful and humbled by it. But I still think it's a strongly disagree when it comes to sneaker YouTube, that to be seated shoes is something a lot of people can relate to. All right, and here we go. Disagree, not strongly disagree, but disagree. Disagree that it is relatable to pay to receive a shoe early almost every single release. I don't think that's actually relatable for most people that are viewing us. And when I say us, I'm just keeping that in context of the fact that I am a part of sneaker YouTube in terms of being a creator. So that's why I'm saying us, because you can go through my content and a lot of this is not in relation to me. There may be one thing I think on here that is, but for most of these, they are not. But when I say us, I just mean sneaker YouTube creators in general. So I disagree. I don't think it's relatable to spend that early premium price. And I don't mean like some people, if it's a shoe they really, really want, right? Like the Fire Red 5 or Flint 13, they've been waiting years and years and years for that shoe to come back out. Then yeah, I understand that you might do the pre-order. You might pre-order, which is perfectly fine, right? You might pre-order to make sure you get that shoe, no problems, no questions asked. You don't want to be that person in jeopardy of not getting your shoe. I don't have a problem with that. But doing it all the time, like, you know, those creators, every single release, they they have it early and they're paying early. Like, to get a shoe early, do you think it's 100% free? No. You're gonna pay a premium price to be able to get that shoe early. I don't think that's relatable. For most of you that view my content, at least when you talk in the comments, you're buying the shoe on release day just like I am. I'm no different. I buy the shoe on release day. The only time I don't is during a shock drop. And I usually tell you guys that I hit on a shock drop. So yeah, I disagree that paying the early amount for literally every single release is relatable. I don't think it is. Neutral for me, I get neutral. So this is the neutral designation, and I think that it could go a lot of different ways. But to have regrets about so many purchases, I think that's just dependent on the person, right? Because based on how you choose to spend or you buy things, you can get caught up in the hype, you get lost in the sauce, as they say, and you end up buying lots of shoes that you don't even love, you don't have a passion for, you just bought it because everybody else was buying it. For sneaker YouTubers, I've made the video already that they might get caught up in needing to show you that shoe. So therefore they buy the shoe and it actually isn't something that they feel like they need or they love or just can't live without, but they buy it for you. And then they end up having these top 5, top 10 regrets that seem to happen way too often. But I think that's neutral. That could be just based on who you are, of saying like, yeah, I have regrets or I don't have regrets, right? Because you could end up having regrets over a number of different things, like buying a certain car or things like that. So I'll just say that's neutral. I agree. This is the agree. I agree. I actually do fall into this category. Everybody has a plan based on the release calendar until sneaker brands just throw out those random releases. We all got a plan until we get hit in the face with a shoe that we then think we can't live without. I'm no different. I'm that person, okay? It's happened. It's happened to me, and we just have to own up to it when that does happen. But I agree. That's very relatable. Like, a sneaker YouTuber will have those set. They're like, oh yeah, I'm going for X, Y, and Z. And then out of nowhere, it can be Nike, Adidas, Jordan, Puma, collaborators at the last minute. They let us know like, hey, we're pairing with this brand, and we have these shoes coming out. And you're like, accountability out the door. I don't care. That's something I have to have. So that it throws wrenches in our plans. It does. I'm no different. I will admit that it can throw a wrench in your plans, and it's not always the most fun thing, but I agree. We should all be able to relate there. Finally, strongly agree. Strongly agree that we're never stopping. Like, I know that some people say, hey, once I get this particular shoe or this particular pack, I'm done. I don't feel the need to buy anything anymore. And we all want to believe that, right? Let's just take the homie Unbreakable Kicks. For example, he said once he got his Kobe Jordan pack with the 8 and the 3, he was done. He was finished. You wanted us to believe that. We knew you weren't done. I knew you weren't done. So yeah, he wasn't done. We all have those shoes where we're like, man, if I just get my hands on this, I'm done. I'm not going to say that because there's never going to be me being done. I am going to be honest with you there, because as Nike continues to come out with new Air Max renditions and new styles, I will always be intrigued. I'll always want them. I do still want the 2090. I actually had plans to pick up the 2090 this month, that Lava Glow, and then the price went up on the secondary market because it was very much so below retail, and then it went higher than what I wanted to pay. And I'm like, there are other options I could go to that I wanted to try out. And I'm sorry, I know other colorways are going to come out of that 2090, so I'm not tripping about it. But I think it's a strongly agree applies to us. You can relate that we're not going to stop. This is part of us. It's who we are from the time we were little to the time we get old. The sneakers, the culture, all of that will always be part of who we are as individuals. And I think that's an amazing thing. So please sound off in the comment section. Do you agree with my strongly disagree all the way to strongly agree in terms of how relatable sneaker YouTubers are when you're viewing them? And everybody is going to like a creator's content, their vibe, their style, their delivery. It's going to be based on their personality a lot, right? So if your personality clicks with theirs, then no doubt you're probably going to relate more to that person. But this is just looking at delivery and the content overall, right? The bigger picture, as they say. So thank you so much again for watching this part of the video. And let's just get into the rule that I broke. If you have listen to me on this channel, I kind of do have a sneaker rule for myself. I don't like to buy shirts that I don't have the shoe for. Now, I bought this with the intention of buying or doing a Nike ID for the Cortez, and then I just never did it. But I've had Cortezes in the past, so don't flame me, okay? But I usually don't like to buy it, right? Like with the 1985 Michael Jordan shirts I have from Champs and from Foot Locker, you guys know that it has the actual black toe on there, and I said, hey, I don't want to buy that shirt until I had the black toes. Well, I have the satin black toes, so therefore I have the shirt now. I did that again with an amazing eBay steal, $12 for this Michael Jordan. It is mostly a Carolina themed shirt. It has the clouds, like he's literally soaring, right? Your airness, and he's rocking Jordan. He's rocking Air Jordan 7 retros. Now we all know all the tongues look 100% different on the retro 7s. No, I don't have those 7s. Actually, I don't own any 7s, which is really bad. I don't own any 7s. I would definitely rock the pair of 7s that he has on. I would buy those 100%. Yeah, I don't have them, but you better be damn certain that I bought that shirt for $12. Who's turning that down? I wasn't turning that down. So $12 for the shirt. Went ahead, bought it. One of the better eBay steals I've certainly come up on. I don't know where the shirt is in terms of being sold like retail on the market. I don't know if it's Champs, Foot Locker, Finish Line, wherever. I just saw the shirt, absolutely loved it. I said, let's just go ahead, make it happen, and I did. And now I have that shirt. So I just chose to pair it with my off-white UNC ones because the blue goes very, very well together. And then just offset that with the olive green of the Nike sportswear joggers. And it has the orange, I think, which is, you know, very complimentary to the off-white, you know, the fact that it has the orange accents on there. I put the orange laces in there. But yeah, it's okay to break your own rules sometimes, I think. With that bargain, who could blame you, right? But thank you again so much for tuning into this video. Please make sure you sound off in the comment section if you strongly agree, strongly disagree, what's the one you relate to the most. As always, act your age, not your shoe size. Peace.